Hootie, I forgot to film an intro. Can I use you in it? Don't worry, I won't put Sunny in there. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're filming our front yard and we have a street, as you guys know, on the other side of the wall. So if you hear background cars going back and forth, it's just a busy road. So hanging out in the front, enjoying some sunshine today and cool drinks. So
it's exciting.
All right, so as you can probably guess from the thumbnail here, we've got a new topic that we want to talk about with this vlog. And we started this channel to mainly connect with family and friends as we moved over here to England. And now we're at a point in our lives where we've talked about it, and it's a new part that we want to pivot to.
Not that we really want the channel to be about this, it's just part of our lives, so we know like
it's just like we keep
probably
saying,
important to talk about like all aspects of our life, not just like where we're traveling and what we're doing.
With that, we just want to catch you up to where we are today and kind of give you some backstory. So as we said in our very first video that we put on this channel, Chelsea and I got married in 2016. And then just a couple months later, in March the following year, Chelsea found out that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And we decided with work and with Chelsea teaching that we would delay our honeymoon until spring break time frame. So we found out that she was expecting right about the same time that we were getting ready to head out to Hawaii. And then we spent a week out there for our honeymoon. And then when we got back, we kind of faced a difficult situation.
I was about 7 weeks pregnant and we ended up having a miscarriage. So I feel like it's such like a taboo thing for people to talk about, but I've really found that like I feel better almost talking about it and like I don't know, almost connecting with other people that have had one, just because, you know, when other people open up and they say they've had one, it's like, oh, well, so have I.
It's almost like something...
1 in 4 women end up having a miscarriage.
Yeah, it's a lot more common than what we knew. And again, like Chelsea said, people just didn't talk about it. So as soon as we kind of mentioned it, or she'd hear others talk about it, she would tell her story, and then instantly they, you know, were able to relate to it and go through it. But, so after Chelsea met with several doctors, they gave us the green light to start trying again and said that she was healthy enough. And so we just went about trying. And we spent several months and then...
Turned into years.
Yeah, turned into a couple years. And we just really didn't know what was going on. And we figured like maybe it was complications with the miscarriage or something.
So one thing that like was kind of crazy, and I don't know if we really touched on it much before we moved to England, but we thought that we were actually going to be moving to Wyoming.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of like, do we go to the doctor in Delaware? Do we wait till we get out to Wyoming? And then Kyle came home from work one day and was like, hey, just kidding, we're not moving to Wyoming, we're moving to England.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we were both excited, but I was definitely a little nervous and scared about like what was going to happen with moving to England. But it turns out like, I mean, here we are for a reason.
Right.
So I did a few tests in Delaware before we left, and then just wait till we got over here to start the process with the doctors on base.
And something that I learned really quickly is that there's multiple layers or multiple steps, if you will, that you have to go through when you start talking to doctors about infertility. So obviously they wanted to check Chelsea out first and make sure everything was in good working order. And,
and then check Kyle out.
And checked me out, and everything was good, which, I mean, it was frustrating in a way because we wanted to pin it on something and say, you know, hey, this is the reason why we can't, you know, can't conceive, and there just wasn't any answers.
Yeah, so we were told that we have unexplained infertility.
Yeah, so you could look at it the other way, where it is good news knowing like we don't have a huge hurdle that we have to overcome. The doctor just looked at us and looked at our records and said, guys, I don't know why you can't get pregnant, but we're going to help you and kind of offer some different solutions that you can, you know, kind of work towards.
Right, so that's when we actually got referred off base here in England, and they referred us to Cambridge IVF. Just because they can cover a whole array of treatments, or not treatments, but
just plans, I guess,
plans
like
to follow.
Plans,
so we had originally thought about doing IUI, which is the first step. I'm really bad at like explaining what is actually the treatments or the plans. So that's what Google's for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely Google if you want to know the steps.
So that's usually like the step right before IVF. But one thing that like really worked out in our favor, going back to the whole moving to Wyoming and England thing, is England, or over here in the UK, fertility treatment is significantly cheaper.
Right.
So after looking over the plans and talking with the doctor, we decided that IVF would just be the better choice for us, just because it was so much cheaper here. I think it was going to come to like a few £100 more than IUI, with significantly higher success rates.
Well, each one has like a success rate. So when we're looking at some that were like 10 to 15% or more that were 20 to 30, obviously if they were that close, we're like, let's just go ahead and do the ones that give us the highest probability.
Yeah, so that's why we chose to just hop on over to IVF.
Right.
So that like kind of leads us to where we are now, and we're in the middle of it.
Yeah. So again, like Chelsea was kind of talking about waiting until we get further along and then filming and then being able to put it up there. But we talked more about it, and I was like, there's so many people that she watches on YouTube now who have started their journey and are using YouTube as a way to connect to others. And I really thought that would be cool to be able to, maybe offer some, not advice, but insight, I guess, as to what we're doing now and what it's like, and
normalize it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so it's not something that people don't want to talk about.
Right, because I have absolutely no problem talking about it. So we decided on the plan to do IVF. We ordered medicine, and it came in the mail to our house, which was really nice. And then we were slated to start the first week of July, but things happened, and we couldn't. We were on vacation, and it just got pushed back. So here we are now, today, August 3rd, and I have been taking or on stims for 8 days. Or 7 days, 8 days.
So
8 days.
For those of you that don't know what those are, it's a series of shots that she's got to do, and some of them are in her stomach, and then some are in her thigh. I thought the stomach was going to be the worst one. It's actually the thigh that she said the medicine just burns and goes through it. But what they are is they're kind of putting Chelsea's system on overdrive here, and they're going to help stimulate follicle development, and then the follicles are eventually going to lead to the growth of eggs, and then they're going to at some point schedule a egg collection date where they're going to take the eggs, and then that's just the first step mainly for the IVF stuff. So fun stuff. But just on Friday, a couple days ago, Chelsea had to go in for her first scan in Cambridge, and they checked her over. And that was a cool day because we mainly wanted to see, like, make sure the meds are working and kind of evaluate where we're going. So we got some footage of that I want to show you guys now.
All right, so it is 7:15 in the morning.
Super early.
Yeah, I don't get up this early anymore. We are heading into Cambridge right now. That is where the doctor is that we are going to see. So we are going this morning just to have a scan, just to make sure that everything's working well, the medicine's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and
we're excited.
Yeah, we're definitely excited. I feel like I'm like pretty positive and like confident about what's going on, but I think once like I see it and like I know the medicine's actually working, then I'm definitely going to feel a lot better. So yeah, I mean, that's what's happening. Sorry, big truck, just didn't want it to run us over. So we'll definitely let you know what happens after our appointment. So we'll see you in a little bit.
All right, we're here. We're a little bit early. This is the facility here. They open up at 8, and it's only 7:40 right now. So we're just going to wait for a minute and then go in for our appointment. All right, we are back home right now.
Yeah.
We had a couple of people in the parking lot. Chelsea didn't want to be the awkward couple that's like filming in our car when people are like coming in and out of the building. So she's like, let's just wait till we get back home.
Yeah, it is awkward.
So, but overall, it was a really cool appointment. Something I do have to say about the Cambridge IVF facility is everybody is like super nice. So we've interacted with a lot of the staff there, and it's just awesome because we're just nervous about this whole process, and to get in there and find people that are like really funny, and they just kind of put you at ease and make you feel comfortable. So That was really good. But I'm going to let Chelsea kind of explain, the appointment and what was going on today and all that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty bad at like knowing terminology and like what's actually going on.
Yeah.
But they were just checking the lining of my uterus, and they said that was really good. And then they counted the follicles, and follicles are what your eggs come from. She said that everything looks really good, and it's definitely really busy, so...
Yeah. She's like, you've been busy, and she was like, well, yeah, I've been feeling it.
Yeah, so, I mean, really, yesterday was the only day that I really felt uncomfortable. Today I'm not feeling great either, but, I mean, obviously it's working, so that's why I'm feeling tired, and a little uncomfortable. So we have one more appointment on Monday morning, and then they're probably going to do the egg collection on Wednesday.
So what's the size thing? Like they said that her follicles weren't quite at the size that they want.
They want it at 18
millimeters.
I
said centimeters, and she was like, whoa.
I don't even know if it's millimeters.
Yeah, I don't know the measurements, but she
18
said
something, and they want 3 of them, and I have 2 at that size.
So very close. Like, it was really cool because, like Chelsea was saying earlier, she wasn't sure, if the medicine was working or if everything was going as it should. And so we definitely got good feedback, and they said, yeah, it's looking really good. So I'm excited. It's fun being at this part. And then just got to get through the weekend, and then Monday for another scan. If they say everything's good to go, then they'll schedule the egg collection day, and we'll go into that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just neat.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It's definitely hard being the guy during all this. I got so much work that I'm not doing. So that was a couple days ago, and as we said, the scans turned out really well. So now they want to do another scan on Monday. So we got 2 days, and she's going to finish up with the shots. I think she's really excited to be done with the shots and that whole process.
The shots don't bother me. I'm not feeling like... I've been feeling much more uncomfortable the past 3 days, today being definitely the worst.
Yeah, the docs are like, you're going to feel really tired because your body's just going in overdrive, and she's like, I'm always tired.
I'm a napper.
This is her
norm
right now.
This is normal. I could take a nap anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely an exciting thing, but this is why we haven't really been traveling as much, just because we want to, and we definitely have so many places that we want to go and see, but just right now we're taking it easy and hanging at home and
there's not really a ton of restrictions. They just said, hey, kind of take it easy.
Right, it's just more
don't overexert yourself because your body is going through a lot of work right now.
Right. So I don't think this is supposed to be the main focus of our channel, but it's definitely just a major part in our life that we wanted to share. And, just being that I'm someone who, and Kyle as well, I have no problem talking about what's going on. And it's definitely something that needs to be normal and not taboo and weird that, there's people out there that can't get pregnant, and it is what it is. So it's definitely,
No, we're hoping that this series will kind of help invoke some conversation. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out and ask. Because again, we're not experts, but we're just a couple going through the process for the first time, and definitely learning a lot. But I'm really thankful for the people that have helped answer Chelsea's questions, and between Facebook groups and again the YouTube videos, there's a lot of support out there. So if you're in the same boat and you're trying, don't get discouraged. There's a lot of steps. We're just in the beginning, but
it's crazy to think back to 2 years ago from now, and I never thought this day would come, and here we are. But time has gone fast, and we're definitely ready.
So we'll keep you in the loop. We'll keep you updated. But as Chelsea said, we're going to continue to do our travel and adventure and all that, and this will just be a part to update you guys as we go. But appreciate you guys watching this episode and kind of checking out our story here. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next episode.